what you know about me.
You know what's a good follow-up to that too, bro? And I'm pretty sure everybody thinking the same thing. What makes a banger for you? What are the elements of a banger for your content? When you just know this shit right here is going to take off. What does that look like?
Wait. Yeah. Let me sidebar that. And in that banger, let's talk about your most, let's say, activated or most influential.
Your most viewed.
Post. Your most viewed, right? We want to talk about that one. And he's asking you, what's a banger? And I'm going to attach something and say, was that something that was original or was that the fluff?
Right.
Was that the one you didn't want to do that you did anyway and it outperformed everything else? There you go. Let's take that.
I got examples of both right now. So I did tech bros at weddings recently. My boy from high school was getting married. It was a pretty small wedding. I was like, I'm going to shoot this thing. I had all my lines prepared. I wasn't like disrupting the wedding or anything. People were like, man, you probably ruined that wedding. I was like, no, these are all my high school boys. Like, they know what I'm doing. And like, it takes 2 seconds for me to like film one clip in front of them. But that one I knew was going to be a banger. Why? A couple reasons. One, I was actually at a wedding. So like, it was a unique situation. It was a unique scenario. I knew like tech bros as a whole is a very general thing that even non-tech bros know of. Like, you feel some sort of way about tech bros. And I knew that I had enough industry knowledge to make it for the real tech bros to be like, yo, that's me. Or like, that's my boy. So like, not only is it funny, but it's also it's relevant and hashtag relatable. Like, those are the three elements. If it's actually funny, which is always my number one thing. And then like, is it relatable? Like, is this someone I know or is this me? Those two elements. And then like a unique situation, you know, again, like I'm shooting at a wedding. Most of my stuff is with this sign in the back or in my apartment. It's pretty like drab to look at. Now that one popped off and that one's got a couple million views. And I kind of knew that was coming.
Wait. You said a couple million? You said a couple million?
That was fire. You talking about the one he was like, when you was in the wedding, you was doing a stinky leg.
Yeah.
Wait, he modestly. He didn't even modest. Oh, that one got a couple million views.
Because that's what it is, man. Now he should be rocking.
Right.
But I say that like most of mine, you know, again, it's real. And again, like I have it's all perspective, right? We all want what we don't. Like, to me, that's great. That's amazing. I mean, a couple million, I say that modestly. It's amazing for me. Like, that is, you know, a top. I've had a few videos go to that level. Most kind of sit in a couple 100,000 views, which I realize for a lot of up and coming creators, that's also a shitload of views to them, right?
Yeah.
But our bar changes as we do this for a while. I had 2 sounds I did on TikTok. One was the Gavin DeGraw song where he's like, I don't want to be anything other than what I've been trying to be lately. It's that. There was that whole part. It's me walking out of a hotel room, and it's like, you know, me walking to the all company breakfast after blacking out last night and telling the CEO how to run the company. Like, you know, it was a funny ass, like, I knew that was funny, and I made that in 10 seconds. So I posted it and I was like, all right, like, let's see what happens. I had no expectations. And that one probably got like 5 or 6 million. That was probably the best video I've ever had.